it's okay. My office is right here.
I don't look like a judge, but guess what? I am one. And
You know, a lot of people like to act like they're cops.
Federal agent.
Oh.
Welcome back to Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. Today we have a good one, guys. What if I told you that not everything you see labeled as body cam footage is actually real? Today we're diving into 3 so-called body cam videos from a channel called Bodycam Declassified. But here's the twist. All 3 of these are staged. All 3 films come from the same parking lot, same building in the background, same unique skyscraper in the distance, same camera serial number in video 1 and 3. Video 2, the watermark has been edited. So while the drama looks real, the story's scripted. But we're going to use these fakes to teach some real law, and we'll break down everything using Florida statutes. Now, if you're watching from a different state, don't worry. Even though these are Florida laws, the analysis still applies. Just look up your own state statutes and you can follow along the same way. With that, let's jump in.
719, dispatch approaching suspect. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, officer.
What is it you think you're doing here?
I'm dumping trash out.
That's illegal. This is private property. You can't be using this dumpster for your trash.
Oh, no, it's okay. My office is right here. It's not illegal. I have an office here, sir.
Your office is here. You work, and you work here.
Correct. I'm an attorney at law. That's correct. Yes.
You're an attorney.
Yes, sir. Do you need a business card or anything?
Yeah,
you need services?
yes. I need proof of this.
Would you like services or anything, or why do you need my business?
I would like to see proof that you're an attorney, because this is private property. You can't be throwing trash out there. You're breaking the law.
Okay, I would love to show you my business card. That's no problem.
1019.
Here you go, sir. Linda Jones, attorney at law, located right at this office address.
I see the Linda Jones, but I don't see the address here.
Sir, if you flip the card over, please. Thank you. Is there anything else I can help you with, sir? Because the sun is...
I still don't see the address.
Sir, here's the address here, please. And that's my name. Is there anything else that you need to verify that, sir? I'm trying to cooperate here.
Ma'am, I'll ask the questions. You're breaking the law right now.
Actually, I'm an attorney. I know my rights, and I'm not breaking the law. As I stated, sir, I'm a tenant at this office location.
Okay, this card doesn't prove any of that. I need to see your ID.
You don't need to see my ID, sir. I just gave you my business card.
Ma'am, don't make this any more difficult than it has to be.
Address.
There's no need to be confrontational.
Nobody's being confrontational, sir. I'm not being confrontational.
Ma'am, you're being incredibly aggressive.
Wow.
All you're doing is escalating the situation, and there's no need for any of this.
I'm escalating the situation.
Correct. I've asked you 3 times now. I need to see your ID.
I will show you my ID to verify the business card, okay? I'll do that for you. But I don't have to, okay? I'm making sure you know that. This is my name to verify the business card and the office address, sir. This is not illegal dumping, once again.
Alright, but the address is different on your license than it is on the business card.
Because that's a business location, sir. That's not my home address.
Yeah, this whole thing just seems very suspicious. I'll be right back. I need to run this ID.
You don't need to run my ID, sir. You don't need to. I'm an attorney, like I said. That'll be against your jurisdiction if you're trying to run my driver's license.
Ma'am, you and
I both know that, or I can tell you that right now. That's illegal what you're doing.
You just illegally took your ID.
Because you have no reason to legally stop me. I gave you my ID. I did not have to, once again.
Ma'am, you're breaking the law. You're illegally dumping trash. Your addresses do not match up.
Yes, they do. They do match up.
Well, then you should have no problem with me running it then, if you are who you say you are.
You don't need to run my ID, sir. I told you, again, I'm a lawyer. This is my office address. I've proven that with my business card and my driver's license. This is not illegal. You have no reason to stop me.
Well, then you should have no reason for me to run your ID if you are so in fact a lawyer and this is your property. Because from where I stand, you're illegally dumping trash into a dumpster.
If we continue with this, sir, you're going to get sued. Is that officer as I see? Badge 2322? you really want to continue this conversation with me, knowing that I'm an attorney at law.
I mean, you haven't proven that you're an attorney.
With the business card saying attorney, that doesn't, and the ID matching, that doesn't do it for you? Or you want to keep going down this rabbit hole, officer?
Okay, ma'am, this could just be so simple. All you need to do is give me your ID and your business card back.
I'm not letting you run anything. I don't have to let you run anything. Maybe you need to go read into your law books.
Ma'am.
Instead of just the academy.
If you weren't breaking the law.
You're gonna get sued, sir. This is harassment now because you're on my private property as a tenant.
1017.
And you're trying to make me, call whoever you need to call because you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. I don't know if it's racism. I don't know what you have going on, a bad day. I'm not sure, sir, but you need to go.
None of that is relevant to what's going on here.
It's very relevant because you're sitting here harassing me at my workplace when I'm taking out my trash where I pay for have my office space.
Okay, none of that has been proven. I do have an ongoing investigation right now that I just got called on.
My business card. I've given you my business card. I've showed you my ID and verified that's the name. This is my office. Would you like to come inside?
Okay, ma'am. I'm going to let you off on a warning.
You have no choice but to let me off on a warning. Because you need a warning yourself. Keep it going.
I have an ongoing investigation I need to tend to.
I bet you do.
We're going to leave this as a warning today.
That sounds great. That sounds great. You have a great day. You can finish taking this off.
141, thank you.
Hey, good morning.
It's a nice car.
Oh yeah, well, you know, in 2025, women can drive nice cars, you know.
And this is your car?
Yes, officer, it is.
What are you doing in this neighborhood? You live in this neighborhood. And this is your car.
I'm surprised that I would live in this neighborhood. Why is that?
Just not adding up.
It's not adding up. What are you adding up?
Are there any firearms, illegal contraband, drugs in this vehicle I need to be made aware of?
That would be a no.
Well, you hesitated.
Because...
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm very sure. I don't know why you would even think that there would be any contraband. So what is it about my nice car or me that would suggest that I have those things in my car?
Well, you're driving very suspiciously. That's why I pulled you over. The speed limit's 35 and you were doing 30. So that makes me question a lot.
Wow. I was like, you think I slowed down to brake or maybe make a turn or something? Suspicious?
I think you saw me and got nervous.
Surprise. Really? What would make me nervous?
If you're hiding something, obviously. License and registration, please.
Okay, that's what I was waiting on you to ask. Okay. So, it's my license. Probably should have asked that before you assumed that.
Ma'am, I'll ask the questions, okay? And this vehicle's registered to you.
Did I just give you those documents?
You know, you people always want to argue and make things way more difficult than they have to be. I just asked you a question. All you have to do is answer.
You
know what, ma'am? Just stay right here. I'll be back. Ma'am, here's your registration, your license. And there's your citation.
A citation for?
I just told you.
So you can
Reckless driving, endangering those around you. You're going too slow.
5 miles less than the, okay. And I endangered people? Okay, but too slow. Okay, and you know, power doesn't come in a uniform. It really comes from what you know.
That's an interesting statement, ma'am. And what I do know is I have not searched this entire vehicle.
Hey!
You have a broken taillight, ma'am. That's another citation.
I got one now. What are you doing?
It's illegal to be driving around with a broken taillight.
Yeah, after you broke it.
I did not break it. I'm trying to keep the
You
streets safe.
actually, are you kidding me? You know what? Intentional damage, intentional property damage is a misdemeanor. You want me to read you the statute?
Why are you dressed like that? Why are you wearing a robe?
Surprise, judge.
I'm not a judge. I'm a police officer.
Not you, me. How about that?
You're a judge.
No, I just wearing this robe because I have nothing else to do.
Well, you don't act like a judge, and
But
you definitely don't
what?
look like a judge.
Yeah, what do they look like?
Not you.
Oh, not me? What do they look like? I don't look like a judge? Well, guess what? I am one, and I'm on my way to work now. But you know what? I've sentenced more men with better discipline than you. You'll be standing when I walk in court. Surprise.
Ma'am, why didn't you just lead with telling me that you were a judge? All you had to do was tell me you were a judge.
I didn't have to tell you nothing. You treat every citizen with respect.
I do. I'm just doing my job.
What difference would it make if I was a judge? What difference? You still didn't have the right to break my tail light, and then you give me a citation with that? I'll see you in court.
1019. Ma'am, the station's calling me. Just get home safely. We'll just settle this with the warning, okay? You need to get your taillight fixed. It's not safe to be driving like that, and please just drive the speed limit.
Open the window for me all the way, please. Put the phone down. Put the phone down. Can you do me a favor? Open all the windows.
What?
Open all the windows.
Why do you want me to open up the window?
I need you to open all the windows for me right now. Anybody else in this vehicle?
Oh, there's nobody else in the vehicle, but you get out and let me know.
Okay.
I'm recording.
All right. You know why I'm pulling you over right now?
No, why?
Okay, I'm pulling you over because I saw you. I was driving behind you. I don't know if you noticed. You were swerving. You didn't indicate your turn signal. Okay, you can record all you want. I mean, I don't know what you're doing there. What you're looking up. You're looking up. You little weirdo.
Listen, I'm going right now, making sure.
Do me a favor. Open up all the windows. Blah blah. Let's go.
I'm going to open up all the windows for you.
Sir.
But
Why
yeah,
are you
just
making this
listen,
difficult?
listen. So tell me again why you.
You want me to make your life difficult?
So tell me
Because I love making people's lives difficult.
Really?
There you go. I just did that. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Okay. So, now, license, registration, proof of insurance. Can you get off your phone?
Listen,
Your little TikTok thing?
Listen, can you tell me why you put me on?
I just did. Are you
Matter of
deaf?
fact, can you call your supervisor?
Are you deaf?
You call your supervisor?
Oh, there's no supervisor.
There's no supervisor.
No, there is no supervisor. I'm the most senior officer on the road right now.
All right, listen.
So,
I'll tell you what
I would be said supervisor.
I'm going to let you listen to my music.
Okay, so that's how we're going to play. All right, step out of the vehicle for me. Step out of the vehicle for me.
Listen.
Okay, put the phone
Listen,
down.
listen.
Hold on. Actually, you know
Listen.
what? Do you have any weapons on? Do you have anything you're not supposed to have when you're in the car?
Listen.
Do you have anything you're not supposed to have on you in the car, sir? You're gonna make this. You're gonna make this difficult.
Can I step out the vehicle?
Can you
then?
just
listen?
answer the question first?
I'll step out the
Keep
vehicle
your hands
for you.
on the wheel.
I'll step out the
Listen
vehicle
to me.
for you.
Follow my directions, and this can go very easy.
Listen, sir.
Listen,
Do you
sir.
want me to get out the car or you don't?
I want you to follow my directions like you just did, like
Okay,
a good boy.
I'm
All right?
I'll follow your directions.
Okay.
Now, did you want
Do
me to
you
get out
have
the car or
any
you don't?
weapons or anything you shouldn't have in the vehicle or on your person at this moment?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay. Do you have a firearm on you? Do you have a license to carry a firearm if you do?
Are we in Florida? Even if I
Sir,
did have a license on me, you
answer
don't
my
even
question.
need
What is this back
to
and
have what
forth?
you're talking
Okay,
about.
get out of the vehicle. Okay.
All right, listen.
Hands over here.
I got a gun
Hands over
right here on my side.
Okay, put your hands up then.
I got a gun on my side.
Okay.
Can you do me a favor?
226, I'm gonna have it totally mailed.
Listen,
No,
look
listen
at my
to me.
shirt.
Rush
Listen,
that back up.
While you searching me,
Spread your feet out.
while you searching
feet
me,
out.
sir,
Put your feet out.
while you searching me,
Where's the
could you
gun?
Please,
Where's the gun?
On my
Where's the
right,
gun?
right here.
Okay.
On my right hand.
For my safety and your safety, we're gonna do this today, okay?
Hey, but make sure when you do that, and while you're searching me,
You got big muscles, huh?
my gun is right on my chest.
Oh, wow. Oh, on your chest, huh? So we're lying today. Are you a gangbanger? Is that what you're doing here? You're selling drugs?
It's me.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Okay,
Don't
I'm
move.
sitting in the parking lot.
Don't move. You have a license to carry this?
We're in Florida, right?
But, do you have a shot?
I sure enough do.
Okay.
You know what?
It's called a, hey buddy,
It's around my neck.
it's called a concealed carry permit.
Listen, my license is around my neck.
Oh,
I carry it around my neck.
okay. Well, first let's see what else you got. See if you're lying a bit. Hey, didn't I spread your feet apart? Spread your feet apart, huh? Fucking scared. Oh, shit.
This is what we're doing?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Listen, can you make sure you get my
What is this?
can you make sure you get my license to carry? My license to carry is on my chest.
Is this fake? You know, a lot of people like to act like they're cops.
Federal agent.
Oh, right. Where's the ID? Let's check the ID. Do me a favor.
Federal agent.
Okay.
So now my
against-
badge don't even make a
Lean
difference.
against the car. Lean against the car. Lean against the car. So you're a cop. So why wouldn't you tell me?
It seemed like you fraudulently pulled me over.
You been drinking today?
Drinking, sir. We don't drink.
I smell alcohol emanating from the vehicle.
Actually, we're doing an investigation on.
Okay.
And just what? You just happened to pass.
216. Status of that back up.
You just happened to pass.
Okay.
So when your sergeant gets here and he realizes what's going on right now,
What's going on
you're
is that I
doing,
stopped.
and you just-
I
you-
stopped.
the badge don't make
Why
a
are you
difference?
yelling? Where's the? Okay. So I found your ID.
because here I have
are
a
you-
cop
why are
who's
you
doing
being
some
difficult
things
today?
that's wrong. Tell me why, as a police
Why are you
officer,
shouting?
tell me why another police officer in handcuffs.
You didn't identify
Over a
yourself.
swerve?
You didn't identify yourself as a police officer. You were swerving. You didn't indicate your turn signal.
Once again, sir, you didn't call your sergeant here neither.
There's
So
no
there's the
sergeant.
things that we supposed to do here, right?
Okay. All right. Let me get these off of you, buddy. I don't know why you're being like this. I don't know why you're being like this.
I don't know
I mean, hey,
what y'all got going on here.
what y'all got going
I'll
on?
tell you what.
You know, you could
We
have
as
just.
agents, we're
you know,
gonna figure it out. You know, we don't
professional
like city cops. You know
Oh,
that, right?
okay. Yeah, we don't like
The
federal
agents,
cops either.
agents don't like city cops.
We're alphabet
we don't
cops.
consider ourselves cops.
What are you, a pencil pusher? Man? Come on. Listen,
I
you
will
could have
put
just.
the pencil
I
on
pulled you
you.
over. You could have just identified yourself as police officer, and this would have been done.
Do it so we
I
don't
would
need
have
to pull
said.
me over.
I would have said. Of course it was.
When I showed you my badge and you grabbed my badge, you still didn't believe it was real.
Because people impersonate officers all the time.
Okay.
Do they not?
When I see a
they don't-
sergeant,
they
I'll
don't
make
teach
sure.
you?
When I see your sergeant, we'll make sure.
Well, we don't have to go that far. Okay.
No, we won't. We'll go farther than that.
Oh, okay.
We'll make sure we talk to them. We'll make sure we do a lot of things on this. I'm pretty sure you probably have other offenses against you. But you have a nice day, and I continue to have a mine.
Listen.
I appreciate you, sir.
Listen.
Sir, I appreciate you.
You have a good day,
Thank you much.
Captain. So you cancel that back up.
Okay, so let's start with video one, the pink suit lawyer. Florida laws. First, we have a potential law, trespass, section 810.09. That's when you enter private property after being told not to. This is a misdemeanor. If she's a tenant, she's within her rights to be there. If not, this could qualify. Next, illegal dumping. This is found at section 403.413, section 4. It's illegal to throw trash on private property without permission. Again, her office location matters here. If this were real, he could verify where her office was fairly quickly using his phone, whatever, what have you. Third, resisting without violence. This is found at section 843.02. There was a point when the woman refuses to show her ID, but if the officer didn't have a lawful cause, her refusal alone might not be illegal. Let's move into video number 2. That's the one with the lady that's a judge. Once again, this video is not real, okay? There is no Sunny Springs, Florida. First law, careless driving. This is found at section 316.1925. Driving 5 miles under the limit isn't usually illegal. Calling it reckless here, it really is a stretch. But reckless driving is anytime you're driving in a manner that disregards the safety of persons or property. Next, we have criminal mischief. This is found at section 806.13. Now, if the officer broke her taillight and cited her for it, he would be at fault. Criminal mischief is willful and malicious damage to property of another person. It's a second-degree misdemeanor, but it can rise up to a third-degree felony. That's all based on the value of the damage caused. Finally, we have false personation. Now, if the woman is not really a judge and use that disguise to avoid legal consequences, that's a felony. Now, if she is a judge, the laugh is really on this cop. False personation occurs when someone falsely assumes or pretends to be either law enforcement or other specified public official and takes it further by acting in that capacity. All right, it can be claiming to be this public official during an interaction with others, getting out of your car with a judge suit on. All right, moving into video number 3. Now, we've done a lecture in the past on this one, and hey, they got me good. I thought this was real until someone in the comments said, this isn't real. Here's the proof. Go watch this video. And then after that, it made me watch all of these with a closer eye. The first law, concealed carry. This is found at section 790.06. Now, if the man is carrying legally and has a permit, he's in the clear. If not, he's going to be subject to this law, especially if he's not law enforcement. You either have your concealed carry or your law enforcement. Or we move into the second one, carrying without a license, 790.01. If you don't have a license to carry in Florida, it's a felony. Impersonating an officer. This is found at section 843.08. The twist to this is that the black man claiming to be a federal agent isn't believed by the officer. But if he is who he says, the misconduct would fall back on the local officer. Finally, we have a Fourth Amendment issue, the unlawful search. No consent, no warrant, no probable cause. Then it should be no legal search. Now, where do you argue that? You argue that back in court, okay? You don't argue it on the side of the road. That's to be dealt with later on. The Fourth Amendment protects us from unreasonable searches and seizures. This officer in this third video, if he searched the vehicle or the person without probable cause or consent, it would be a violation of this man's rights. Let's talk about how much proof is needed at each stage of an encounter. First, you have mere suspicion. This is a vague hunch, like in video 2. Being too slow isn't enough. Moving up a level, we have reasonable suspicion. This is facts that suggest a crime may be occurring. Video 3. Swerving a vehicle may qualify if it's real. At this level, police can stop and investigate further. Moving up one level to probable cause. This is when there's enough facts to justify a search or an arrest. In the third video, the alleged possession of a gun could be probable cause in the correct situation. And once again, that's if you don't have licensing to have the weapon. Moving up one more level, preponderance of the evidence. This simply means more likely than not. This is the standard used in civil cases. It takes you having 51% of the evidence in your favor to win the case. A good example is if the woman from video 1 sued for harassment. That would take her to civil court, and she would need to have at least 51% of the evidence in her favor to be successful. Clear and convincing evidence. All right, this is the next step up. This means a high probability that the claim is true. This takes about 75% of the evidence in your favor to win this type of claim. This is used in civil cases. This is also used in some family law cases. Our highest standard beyond a reasonable doubt. This means that no reasonable person can come to a logical alternative besides the guilt of the defendant. Here in these 3 skits, nothing holds up to this level. Let's be real. Something felt off, right? Your intuition kicked in. That small voice whispered, "This doesn't seem real." Even as a juror, you're expected to bring your common sense to the courtroom. You don't check your brain at the courthouse door. It all comes and sits in the chair with you. So, in real life, what do you do when something feels off? Here's what I teach. Comply, make it home safely, then complain. It's a formula. 3 steps. Don't argue your rights with an angry officer. Don't escalate even when you're right. Keep your hands visible. Record when legal, say little. Now, later on, call a lawyer, file a complaint, sue if possible, but live to do it. So, let's wrap this up. These 3 skits, it's all fiction, but the law, that's very real. We use Florida statutes to break down everything because these happened in Miami, Florida. But remember, wherever you are, the same thing applies. You can look up the law and you can apply it to the situation. Your intuition will help you spot the red flags. Your discipline will help you survive an encounter. Your intellect will help you win the case. Now tell me, which video fooled you? What level of evidence did you see? And what would you do if you were the person in any of those situations? Drop a comment, like the video, and most importantly, please subscribe. Remember, this is Advocacy Alchemy, and I am Professor Ross. I'll see you tomorrow. Be safe out there. Have a great day.